Alright, we got a new Dr. Stone. It's time for the beauty science. We had this whole little mini arc and adventure of Ginro and Suika teaming up on the ship to escape with the mobile lab. They did it, they got it off the boat and onto the island. Then they made it really stinky so that the island's natives wouldn't get suspicious and rode it off into the moonlight. And the point of all of that was to pretty up Kohaku so that she could infiltrate the harem and they could steal, and this is the part where it's actually, becomes relevant to the plot, the petrification weapon. All of this was for that. All of this was just to get some cosmetics. And now we are going to learn some beauty science. I really like this cover page with all of the different stats and radar graphs and disclaimers and such of various cosmetics. Oh, what a complex world. Alright, so the lab runs off. This Great Escape was a total success. Is Suika driving the lab? I don't know if that's safe. She's just a child. Execute our plan to cutify Kohaku. Okay, yeah, she summarizes it there. I'm going to sneak into the Master Sound, steal the petrification weapon. That's been the point of this whole thing. So, let's see. I love this vertical shot of the van driving off into the horizon. It's just got so much energy. Alright, so this is one of the elite hunters of the island's civilization, a loyal servant to the master, coming to figure out what it was that ran off of the boat, swam over to the mainland, and drove off into the night. It's still dark. Let's create some false tracks just to be safe. Alright, so Suika and Kohaku having a fun time dancing on top of the rolling wheels. So they can make fake tracks while Ginro and Soyuz clean up the real ones. Nice, nice. Good thinking again. Very deceptive. Will it fool this master hunter? I don't know. I'm sure that only the people in my village know about the Sapphire Cave. My list close sighted and only accessible by sea. Oh, how romantic. How lovely. London's Cave so blue and sparkly. That one spot in Italy, there's something or other grotto. Oh, yeah. I know what they're talking about. I don't remember what it's called either. It's some sort of grotto. It looks really nice, though. The place has been caved out by the waves over time. Yeah. How nice. Perhaps this is a beast or perhaps not. It's hard to say at the moment. Against all odds, there are survivors from the boat. This old man's in trouble. Search for them. Must be very sure. So he doesn't want, even though he's so competent, even though he's so intimidating himself, he's still terrified of the master. And it's kind of interesting because those two also have access to the petrification weapon. Like, we've seen them use the petrification weapon before. So it's kind of concerning that they still are afraid of the master. It means that the master has something even further up his sleeve or possesses great physical strength such that they would be afraid to even turn the petrification weapon on him. I don't know. I'm very interested to meet this character. So they start to search exhaustively. Every forest, every dwelling, leave no stone unturned. Okay, so we can see here, kind of going about her daily life, trying to act like nothing is wrong. Overhearing that the harem selection will still progress. Again, trying to teach Kohaku proper ladylike manners. She's definitely not sitting in a way that would be befitting of a demure, subservient harem member. But that's just why we love her. Mozu wouldn't miss it for the world. Mozu is almost too strong. Not cautious about anything, unlike Minister Ibarra. Only has eyes for cute girls. Okay, so this is stuff that she brought back. Coconuts and stuff. Simple fruits when combined with stuff in the mobile lab and a bit of science can deal with that. Everything we need. Alright, so we're getting into the cosmetics. It's the Kohaku, the Beauty Kohaku Makeover Roadmap. We haven't had a scientific roadmap in quite a while. Again, just the kind of all over emotional tone of this arc I think is hilarious. That, you know, in such a crisis, an instrumental step comes down to this. It's like in Final Fantasy VII, when you have to infiltrate the Honeybee Inn, and you have to beauty up Cloud so he can make it past the guards. That's, I'm not, feels like I'm insulting Kohaku when I make that comparison, but whatever. Alright, so they're making perfume, conditioner, shampoo, lipstick, and glittery foundation. How impressive. I'm not sure how much of this stuff we're going to actually see, given that, yeah, they got to finish it all by midday. As soon as he, for the first time ever, unfurls her ponytail, things just explode violently. Look at, yeah, Senkyu isn't one to talk at all. Alright, so Senkyu is giddy with delight to be making stuff in the lab again. Again, happy to see him in his natural habitat. The spirit of beauty. Oh no, this is the spirit of sulfuric acid. Yeah, this is their sulfur chan that lived in the lake. Is now lending her aid to make wonderful shampoo. So I guess the idea of shampoo and conditioner and stuff is that to some extent it's like destroying your hair, right? Like it's making it more like fluffy and malleable and kind of flowing and stuff by breaking it down, by like destroying aspects of it, perhaps. Okay, let's see. This hair will be all smooth and silky like Ruri's. What? Nope! Never mind! It didn't make any difference. If anything, she's even stronger. She means conditioner. Hair is all about science. Okay. Each strand of hair is wrapped like a cuticle, kind of like a mushroom skin. When you lather it up with shampoo, the dirt and grime gets stripped, but that protective layer gets ragged. I'll use hair tips, except for Soyuz, who is completely bald. Okay, alright, yeah. So this is the stripping power of the shampoo. This is like what I was talking about, that it actually kind of breaks down the hair. But it also breaks down the protective layer, so then your hair can get damaged. How could it explode by alkali? We had a bit of sugar to the surface with negative electric charge. Okay. Honey, lemon, and coconut. Okay. So you oil the hair a bit. Ooh, so nice and conditioning. They didn't even have to wait 320 hours like Baton Katos to get the luxurious hair. This is a very, very deep, obscure reference that I'm making for no real purpose. But it worked out. So they got some glitter from way back in the treasure dungeon. They extracted this glittering Mika rock. Some foundation for the makeup. Nobody can really follow it if they were born in the Stone Age. These are all things that not only weren't invented yet, because Senkyu just hadn't bothered, but it's a whole different kind of dimension of thinking. A new kind of world of aesthetics that they hadn't really considered. So yeah, Ginro has no idea what's happening. But we're getting some nice science shots. You know, I think this manga really excels in showing Senkyu as kind of mad scientist with the beakers and the titration and these, you know, those little coiling tubes and stuff for cooling. And oh, it's so lovely. You know, this all comes from coconuts. I want some for myself. Smearing these on the face, I'll become cute by the power of science. She's holding the... That's pretty great. They let her put it on herself, which I think might be an issue. It's not like something you can just necessarily know how to do intuitively. She doesn't really have even a point of comparison, given that makeup is just this very recent invention. But how did she turn out? Are we going to get the big fake-out reveal, where she made a horrible mess of herself? But I kind of think maybe we're going to actually get the legit full reveal, because if they did the fake-out reveal, you would still see her nice, flowing, conditioned hair, and then, you know, it's kind of like a half and half thing. So let's see the transformed Kohaku. Oh, no, never mind. Actually, that's very funny. I'm very glad they did it that way. That she has like the nice hair and then the really horrific face. Truly horrific. Like this is impressive. how how nightmarish this is. I fear there's a chance you will not be selected. This hair does most of the heavy lifting. She'd go for a natural look with a bit of makeup. Okay, so she knows what's up. Everyone is freaking out. She did a good job this time. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice looking Kohaku. That's a Kohaku that could fool anybody. She looks like, yeah, she looks like Rudy quite a bit. Yeah. Ah, so I guess they were kind of making their own rudimentary makeup, just out of crushed things into powders and stuff. So she's quite impressed with this science-y makeup. Oh. Wait a minute. Was my Final Fantasy VII Honeybee infiltration scheme more accurate than I thought? As she looks menacingly at the gentleman of science in her party, as she tries to make some bonus candidates. This is going to be fun. But the whole idea was if you got Kohaku in there, she's so physically strong that she'll probably be able to overpower whomever and sneak around and stuff and get the petrification weapon. But, you know, like getting Senkyu or Gen in there does almost less than nothing. Like, you're just going to lead to some real, yeah, all right, let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. So, I was about to say, Gen and Senkyu definitely don't have the physical skills for this to be worthwhile. Soyuz, he's pretty strong, but yeah, it's not gonna work. But is there someone else who, at least on paper, should be battle ready, who's been through some stuff like this before, that could actually pull it off? Could it be Arginro? Alright. So is this the master? This guy talking about the harem selection? I don't know. I thought that he would have like a much more grand unveiling when he first showed up. But I don't know who else this could be. It's not any of the kind of chief hunters that we've had introduced. Alright, let's see. Ginro Lina. Let's see if he can wow them. Steal the petrification. Here we go. They have their 3 candidates. As long as one of them makes it into the harem, they've got a shot. Ideally, all 3, so they can coordinate and work together. But failing that, it better be Kohaku, because Kohaku is by far the strongest of these 3. Alright, let's see. Poor Ginro. Should have just stayed on that dang boat. Could have just rode it out for a few years on that boat like Guts. Instead, now you're going to be haremized. So is this the master? Is this our chief antagonist for this arc? What's interesting about him, and it's so strange to me that they didn't give him like a full introduction or whatever, but it seems like he's only been recently depetrified, because he still has the like cracks in his skin and like the chunks of stone still on his body, just like Senkyu and Gen and stuff. Instead of, you know, all of the other people that are descendants from people that were on the Soyuz space station, of course, have none of that stuff, and everyone else on the island thus has none of that stuff. So what's going on there? Is it that the previous master selectively depetrified people to carry on his lineage, knowing that it would be easier to cooperate with other people from the future, like, i.e. not from the Stone World? But then, how did the master, like, start this whole process? When did he depetrify? How many generations has it been since I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of mysteries here that we really don't have time for because it's the honeybee again. And we gotta sort this out before we get out of Midgar. Okay, that's all.